Ja, guten Tag nach Deutschland. Good afternoon, Germany. We will start in a few minutes, just waiting that everybody can connect to our webinar. While we are waiting for everybody to connect, well, I see most of you already has switched off the microphone. That's perfect. Switched off the camera while you're not talking. We will start in 2-3 minutes, so everybody has a chance to connect. Yeah. Hello again. Good afternoon to Germany. Good morning to Peru. It's a pleasure to have you here. My name is Jan-Patrick Henche. I'm the manager, innovation technology and deputy CEO of the German Chamber in Peru. It's a pleasure to have you here on the topic PERUMIN HUB, opportunities to innovate in the Peruvian mining sector. And today with us, we have Pamela Antonioli, the General Manager of the Peruvian Mining Hub, and Omar Lozano, member of the Technical Committee PERUMIN HUB, and he's former Director of the Institute of Mining Engineers in Peru, EEMP. So why are we doing this webinar today? We have seen in the last few years that in Peru, there's a new culture of open innovation, challenges to innovate the mining sector, to get new ideas, to optimize processes. And we think it's a very good opportunity also for German technology, for German companies, for German institutes of investigation to get into touch with Peru, to take part in the process of optimization of solutions in the Peruvian mining sector, making it more efficient, greener, more sustainable. And now we will have here with us our two speakers. First, Omar Lozano will talk about the Peruvian mining sector, and then Pamela Antonioli will expose the innovation opportunities in this sector. If you have questions, please type it into the chat, and we will answer these questions at the end. As we are a group that's not so big, we're also at the end of the event. You might raise your hand, and we can give you perhaps open your microphone. But now I would suggest, because you have come to hear our speakers and not to hear me speaking, so I would say let's just start. So Omar Lozano, please, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Jan. Could you confirm me if you see the?
Yes, we can see it perfectly. Just go
thank
ahead.
You.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jan, for the presentation. My name is Omar Lozano. I am engineering of mining in Peru. I am member of the technical committee of PERUMIN HUB, and today my topic is the introduction of Peru mining industry. I'll divide my presentation in three main parts. This is the agenda. First of all, I'm going to talk about the overviews of Peru. Then I continue by highlights of mining potential of Peru. And to finish my presentation, I detail you about the challenges and opportunities of PERUMIN HUB. My focus in this presentation is for innovators, technology companies, startups, or MEPs to interest to implement a new technologies in the ecosystem of industrial mining in Peru. All right, let's start with the overview of Peru. Peru has a strategic location in Asia Pacific and is rich in natural resources because we have a lot of diversity, biodiversity, and rich in natural resources. And you can see Peru has a strategic location because we connect with the Asia, with the North America, and by channels Panama with the Europe. Since 30 years ago, Peru has the economy open to foreign markets with the Europe, Israel, Australia, Canada, USA, Japan, and other countries, and is member of Pacific Alliance. The industry mining is so important in Peru because with more than 11% of the GDP and the 64% of the export value, it's about $14,000 million in the 2021. All right, and according to the central banks, Peru economy grew 13.3% in the 2021, and this year, 2022, will grow about 3.4%, and its recovery and the impact of COVID-19 the last year. And so to continue the mining potential in Peru, Peru is a leader in the metal production ranking. Right? For example, in the 2021, in the world in silver is number 3, in tin is number 3, in zinc is number 2, in copper number 2 behind of Chile, in lead number 4, and gold number 10. And in Latin America, the metal production ranking, Peru is a top player, all right? In silver is number 2 behind of Mexico, in tin number 1, in zinc number 1, copper number 2, gold number 2, and other examples you can see on this chart. The mining activity just used 1.34% on the national territory in Peru. And it's a great opportunity to investment in new projects of mining exploration, all right? And the investment in mining exploration in 2021 was $327 million, and by 2022, we have there are 63 pipeline exploration projects for the investment is about $586 million. This is the mining exploration potential. And for the mining operations, currently we have the great opportunities. The total investment in the mining, operations in Peru is about $5,000 million in 2021. In PERUMIN HUB group together the mining operations. This company represents the 65% of the investment in mining operation in 2021. The mining operations grouped together in PERUMIN HUB actually. All right. And Peru has more than 300 mining operations in 17 or 24 regions in Peru. And almost of mining operations in Peru are all deposit polymetallics, right? You can find mining operation produce gold with copper or copper, zinc, lead, and other metals. And for the future, the mining projects portfolio is about the $53,000 million divided in 43 projects. And the future is 91% of these projects are greenfield projects and 9% is a brownfield projects. The kind of mining operations, we have open pit 23 projects in underground 13, and the above methods is about 3 projects. And open pit and underground is trends in the industry mining in Peru. The future of Mina, for example, is to transfer to open pit to underground mining. Currently, for example, Newmont in the north of Peru, Yanacocha, the future is to transfer to open pit and underground too. And all right, at this point, you can see Peru have a great opportunity for mining exploration, for mining operation, and for new mining projects. And the question is, what is the opportunities and challenges could we to solve through innovation in the industry mining? And to answer this question, PERUMIN HUB lead the discussion with CEOs, generals, managers, senior professionals, actors in a private sector and a public sector, and other actors involved in the ecosystem industry mining in Peru. And the result of the discussion is three big challenges, all right? The first challenge is the environment and sustainability, water resources, and the mining 4.0. You can see the details of these challenges in the website of PERUMIN HUB in English, all right? Surely, Pia shared the link in the chat, all right? You can see the more details and more information about these challenges. In my presentations, I tell you about insights. It's interesting for you consider to development new technology or implementation in Peru. For example, in environment and sustainability, we had a problem, and 30 years ago, 40 years ago, in the mining, in the past mining operations, absence of environmental awareness and regulations, all right? And the result is, currently in Peru, we have about than 8,000 mining environmental liabilities. And it's a problem because the perception of the society about the mining is complicated, all right? For this reason, most company and public sector have the opportunity to share and to find a new solutions for the recovery these liabilities, all right? For the next challenges, for example, in water resources, in Peru, we divided in three macro regions, all right? The geography, the coast, the Andes, and the jungle, all right? The 100% of modern mining company is in the coast and in the Andes. 85% mining operations are on the 3,500 meter level of sea, all right, in the Andes, in these regions. What is the problem in these regions? We have 6 months with rain and 6 months doesn't rain. And the availability of water is complicated in this area. And in the coast, we have a big problem. 15 mining operations is ubicated in these regions, and every year doesn't rain, right? Probably you found 1 or 2 months of rain, but it's not complicated in the coast, right? But the availability of water is a big challenge in this area. And to finish my presentation, the technology 4.0 is a big opportunity because it's a start to fire. If you have a solution for cybersecurity, cloud computing, mobile technology, 3D printing, advanced robotics, machine learning, artificial intelligence, every technology is a good opportunity. It's a start to fire in Peru. But what gives in this point is, I invite you you think about in the different size of companies in Peru, because you can find in Peru mining operations like as Antamina, when what investment $200 million for the next years. For example, Anglo America, I investment $5,000 million for the construction of mining. A big company, all right? But we have other medium companies so important with investment $100, $200, $300 million every year in mining operations. The most technology can think about these companies too, all right? For this reason, I told you that technology has to act, if you have a technology and it's accessible to a small and medium company, it's a great opportunity in Peru, all right? And so this is all for me. PERUMIN is waiting for for your solutions. And please feel free to contact me or write me. It's a great opportunity to start in contact. Thank you, Jan.
Yeah, thank you very much, Omar. Very interesting and, as you see, a very quick presentation. So we are going straight forward, and that's just like the mining sector also is going in terms of innovation. So this drives, this energy is just what we see in the Peruvian mining sector. As my colleague already wrote, please, if you have questions, put it in the chat. We will treat the questions at the end. So thank you very much, Omar. And let's switch to Pamela Antonioli. She will present us the innovation opportunities in Peruvian from the Peruvian Mining Hub, Innovation Hub. So, Pamela, the stage is yours.
Thanks a lot. I thank everyone that has connected today to hear a little bit about this particular opportunity. I'm going to focus in this open innovation program that is open right now. Can you confirm everything is okay? Yes.
It's perfect. Just go on. Thanks.
Okay. Well, I am going to talk about Perumin Hub. Perumin Hub is an open innovation program. But there are some features I would like to highlight. It's not just an open innovation program. We have a lot of collaboration to design this program and a lot of participation of a lot of stakeholders in the country and internationally. And having said that, there is a possibility to approach the great challenges of the mining sector. Also, the design of this program has taken in account that we have stages where there is a permanent exhibition showcase for those innovators that present their projects. Also, as I told you, is a design that considered connection and collaboration as a base. So there are some tools that are available for you to connect as long as possible. I'm going to describe those spaces in the next slides. And also, I am inviting you to be part of this mining community of innovators that is kind of agnostic in terms of where the innovation comes from. We want to be very open to these innovations, and what we are trying to do is to get them near to the mining companies in Peru. As I told you, this is a program that involves a lot of allies. We have many mining companies in Peru that have taken part in the challenge discussion that Omar already talked about. We are having 19 mining companies that are, I would like to say here in Peru that we are a mining country. We have global players as mining companies. So this is very important for you to take in account, because if the innovation is successful, it is not so complicated to move into other mining companies in the world. They have presence in several mining companies. We also, I would like to say that the allies that we have this year are more than the ones that we had the last year. We are very glad to have different type of allies, guilds and academy and organizations that promote innovation as well. And as for the international allies, we're very glad to have the German here. And we are hoping to receive a lot of innovative proposals coming from Germany and to solve these great challenges. So we are activating the ecosystem, the local and the international ecosystem, looking for solutions that can approach these main challenges. Omar already speak about the challenges. This is our second year. We had the challenges defined last year, and this year we had a conversation with the CEOs and also with the decision makers in each of these mining companies that participate in the program. So the idea is to describe the challenges. I guess Omar has done an excellent work to put the context on how mining industry what are the challenges we face as a country with our geography, our particularities as a country, for you to better understand how this works and to come with solutions. I am not going to review each of these challenges. You have all the information, but I would like to say that these challenges have been described not only with the mining companies, but also with those of these allies that share these challenges, such as governmental actors. Also, we have opened a new category this year because we think innovation can be, we can have a technology approach, but also there are some innovations that the center is the model, the work model to generate shared value. So we have opened a category here that to open to this type of innovations. I am going to tell you about the process and what stages PERUMIN has. There is a stage that comes before the challenge discussion, and it's open to the community of innovators. This is the matchmaking one. It has been open from March, and this gives you the possibility to enter to this matchmaking tool and connect. The objective of this matchmaking one is to do networking, to seek local partners, to maybe local partners from Germany and Peru, and also from the academy if you're a business partner, and to complement strengths. How do you use this tool? This is a platform that is free, and it will be open all along the program. It's very simple. You have to enter to the link and complete a very, very short form where we ask who you are, what are you looking for, and what do you do? And the platform is going to recommend you to match somebody according to your profile and the profile you're looking for. We go till the point where there is the match, and of course there are several tools to connect nowadays. So we leave the road up to you on which type of meetings you want to have. But of course, feedback is very important. We are open in this. We know that the proposals can be strengthened with collaboration. So I hope this is a good tool for you to connect probably with a local partner. The second stage is a stage that does not go along with the program, but it's like an agile feedback previous to the call. We are now in the stage of the call, but I am going to let you know very quickly that we designed this program taking in account that there can be a first approach to the mining company. So you can upload a very short brief of the proposal, and the mining company can give you early feedback. So this is one of the stages that serve as a showcase. As a matter of fact, we have closed this stage, and we have around 50 early proposals that has already given interest of the mining company. So the next year, this is going to be a stage that we are going to keep disseminating for you to have the feedback and adjust the proposal for the call. And here we are, the call is open. Pia has already shared the link in the chat. It goes up to July. The idea here is for you to apply with innovation. The evaluation, there is a first evaluation to have the ones that are going to the demo days. In the demo days, the decision makers of the mining companies listen to the proposals. There is another space to draw attention to the best solutions. And of course, those that are the finalists are more than welcome to join to the conference that is going to be presential this year. Anyhow, I would like to say that even the results of the demo days are not conclusive, because all of all of these stages, when the mining company is interested, the solutions become part of an innovation portfolio. So you do not have to be the best. As a matter of fact, last year, one of those that were not the first place, but in these months has raised awareness of several mining companies. So what we do as a program is not to have this contest, is to have this list of solutions, of innovations that can always be available for the mining companies. How to participate, you have the link. Please read the guidelines, they are very easy. I want to share which type of innovations we are looking for beyond the topics that we already discussed. We are looking for innovations that have some kind of maturity. So we look for proof of concepts to be validated in field. So no ideas in this program, but things that already have a background of minimum viable product. So this is the first category for innovations to be validated. It's open for national and international companies or universities based in Peru. We have to test the prototype, and we look for technological solutions to the specific challenges within these topics. Also, there is a second category where the idea is to put in the spotlight those innovations that have been just validated, but we want them to scale and everybody to know them. So this is open as well for national or international companies. And the idea is that the innovation has been tested and validated in the field in mining companies in previous recent years. Also, we look for technological solutions, but here we are not addressing specific challenges, but the three main thematic areas. So we are more open here, and we want to make to disseminate these innovations that have had successful results. And as I told you before, we have opened a new category that is about innovative collaborative models. Here, if you are from an international organization, you have to go in collaboration with a Peruvian one, because it is about implementation that generates shared value. So we think this may be necessary. So if you have a solution like this, please enter the matchmaking one to get a partner. Here, it can be a model to be validated or a model that has been implemented and want to be replicated and scaled. Here, we have specific challenges as well, those that were in red in the previous slide. And we invite you to give this double click if you have an innovative solution. Maybe there is a way that it can give value beyond the mining company, and we can talk about a collaborative model. Here is the schedule, the total schedule. As I told you, in February, we designed these spaces to discuss the challenges. The matchmaking one is going to be open all along the contest. And please, if you have any doubt, question, that here we are going to discuss. I'm sure you have some comments or questions now, but if something comes afterwards, you're more than welcome to write us to this mail. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Pamela. Really impressive. The number of companies, I think it went up again till the last time I checked out how many, and it's not only how many companies, it's also they are really the big shots of Peruvian mining business in Hub Minero here in this association. And I think that is what makes it really interesting, because and that's speaking to the German audience, that's why you will get a really good connection, and they're just the right persons in the mining companies who are looking at these suggestions, solutions, ideas. So you can type questions in our chat, and while you do this, I would just ask. Okay, so perhaps some indicators. How do you know? Okay, it's worth it for a German company to admit, or what are indicators? So that's just what has a good potential for us. How, if there's a shy German technology champion, so what would you recommend him to do, or to take into account to know if his solution might be suitable for your challenge?
Yes, I would recommend to study the challenge to give the maximum impact. The forms to apply are very simple, so I would recommend to highlight the potential results or the results achieved in the case of the validated innovations. And also, as I said, I encourage you to participate because it's not about the contest. It's about having a technology that have a potential in the mining sector, and also to become part of this innovation portfolio. We as a hub, we give all the support to these innovators beyond the contest. If we have these innovations, we keep having them in mind for our spaces, and we maximize the exhibition of these innovations, so you can get next to the mining companies and understand how your innovation adds value and how it could add more value.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think it's really interesting that because in the first approach, perhaps you think more in a challenge, which is a contest. So there's the first one, the second one, and perhaps the rest will not be looked at so intensely. But really interesting. It's just more like a showroom of solutions that is available for the mining companies. I don't see a question here, so please don't be shy. But I read companies. Okay, how about institutions that do investigation in Germany and or universities? If I got it right, universities can or cannot take part from abroad, or they should team up with a Peruvian institution.
In case of academy from abroad, they can take part as a partner. They cannot lead the proposal, but they can be a partner of the proposal. That is why also we encourage to use the Matchmaking One platform, because there are possibilities to find a Peruvian company or a Peruvian peer in terms of researchers, and they can present the proposal together.
Yeah, thank you. There I have a question about, I think, the process. Do the mining companies communicate the areas they want to improve or present specific problems they want to solve? Or just how do you get to the topics of your challenges? I think you mentioned it, but perhaps it's good to line it out a bit bolder.
Yes, I can describe further the process of the challenges. The first edition of PERUMIN HUB that took place last year had some stages within the definition of the challenges. We have some allies that are study allies, such as study centers and multilaterals like the World Bank and the IDB, and we did this conversation to point out these three main topic areas. So we defined we were going to work with mining 4.0, with water resources, and with environmental sustainability. Because as the study said, those were the areas where innovation can bring the most value for mining sector. So having defined that, we went to the CEOs and say, okay, we have these umbrella topics. Within these umbrella topics, which are the guidelines that you are having in account within your company strategy? For example, are you having some medium long-term achievements? And they gave us some value elements. with that value elements, we went to the decision makers, to the managers in those topics, you know, the manager of the mine, the manager of the sustainability area, the VPs, those decision players. And we described the challenges all together. So we have some specific challenges that have been worked last year in that way. This year, as from one year to the other, we think that it's not changed so much. So what we did is have the conversation with the CEOs and then return to the decision makers, but just to have an update. And what we did as well is to have meetings with these authorities or key players, for example, the National Authority of Water, so they can give us as well some of the context that the innovators could take in account, and also to describe some of the challenges that may be of these stakeholders, but are going to be affecting the mining company in this challenge. So we adjust the challenges, and those you're going to find in the web, not just the description, but also in those cases that we have further information such as maps or plans, you're going to have the information. And if you want some information, additional information, maybe we can also talk to these allies and have the answer as well.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I would like to encourage Omar, if he has some comments, also to switch on the camera and feel free. Perhaps you talked a lot about water, both of you, and really water is a big issue in Peru. The ideas must be related to the production process, or in terms of water management, also ideas around and in concern of neighbor communities is interesting for your program.
Oh, thank you, Jan. It's all the process, all right? When you exploration, mining operation, and closure, the industry mining is the water resource, the management of the cycle of projects is a very challenging, all right? When the stage of the mining exploration, the challenge is to change, right? For example, in the mining operation, the process is complicated. When you technologies for the mining exploration, the problem is the perception, all right, for the rural communities for how to work with the management of water. When if you technologies for the closure of mining, the problem is the availability for water, then the mining to close the mining operation. So every cycle of the process of industrial mining is a very opportunity for the water resource.
Yeah, thank you, Omar. Today, our public seems a little bit shy. I encourage you to just ask questions. We have here two experts of Peruvian mining sector and innovation, and I just, as you see, we are here just with a lot of energy and straightforward. It's a very good opportunity for you. Obviously, this has been recorded, so it will be available also afterwards. And questions that always comes is if we can share the presentations with the participants, so that they get all the information you put down. I don't know, Omar, Pamela, in which form we can make them get the information presented.
Yes, I think we have been very, very clear, because there are no questions, but I'm sure that later there are some comments that we are open to receive. Please, we are very available for any doubt. I would like to say that the challenges are very important. Some of those can go beyond the mining sector and the country. You can see challenges such as those related to climate change. So that is something that everyone is facing. Peru is going to be one of the most affected countries in terms of water scarcity. as Omar said, we have a desert in the coast, and that desert hosts more than the third part of the country population. So it's a huge deal. Where water is available, there is no people, and people lives in these cities, and you have to be very intelligent to manage the water resource. So we are hoping for shared infrastructure, and also the mining sector is very efficient in terms of water use. But even though we are hoping for more efficiency, so we are raising the bar here. We think that we can all contribute to the water management to be the best. And also in terms of sustainability, all the mining companies are looking for aims and objectives towards 2050, 2030 to be carbon neutral. They have a plan. They are looking for different sources of energy. You know, the mining sector can be a good tractor of these new technologies because the value chain is very important. So I don't know, Omar, if you have any comment on how mining can move other industries around.
So I don't know if Omar wants to comment something.
All right. Thank you. Just one message is the new technologies in Peru is start to fire. All right. We have to adopt new technologies, new solutions. And I hope you see for here. All right. The industrial mining in Peru is an industrial global mining. And we adopt a new solutions for the problems in the operation. And so that is my message. Thank you for the invitation, Jan, and it's all for me.
Yeah, thank you very much, Omar. Just a last question that just comes into my mind. Are there any costs in the participation for the companies who propose, or the inventors who propose? How is it working, and what is the next stage if I get selected or interest from a mining company? How is the next the next step in this?
There is no cost. You can participate. It's free. We're willing to gather all the great innovations abroad and here in Peru. What we do is we select the finalists, and the finalists are going to be invited to Perumin. To be in this conference is very important. Of course, if you want, in case of German, you have to come to Peru, and then we take care of you to go to Arequipa, that is the city where the conference takes place. And there is going to be this space as well where all the finalists are going to pitch their solutions. So going all over the process again, it was specifically designed for you to have several points of exhibitions.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. I don't see more questions, so you have been really very clear with your presentation, and I encourage everybody to look at your webpage to participate in this challenge, in this program, and of course to be physically present in Perumin in September, the first Perumin after the pandemic. And as far as I already learned, it will be, I think, a really big event. The sector back, it's not back to school, it's back to business for the mining sector in Peru. And I think it will be a very, very important event in September. So thank you very much, Pamela Antonioli, Omar Lozano, and we will stay in contact, and we will have more activities together. I just forgot to mention that with the Institute of Mining Engineers and also with the hub, we just signed a MOU for cooperation, and I think this one today is one of the first activities we're doing together, but it will definitely not be the last. And so, well, I wish everybody an excellent day. In Germany, it will be also what they call the Feierabend. In Peru, we are just starting the day. So keep safe, keep healthy, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Han.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jan, for